Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with a top 32 deck list of the YCS. And now this, guys, I'm joined by Klaudjo Kurtezi,
Yes.
and he sent me a message. Are you looking for top 32 deck lists? And I was like, oh no, it's going to be a Cardmarket deck. It's going to be something boring. But this is the only Dino player that made it into the top cut. So that's insane. Of course, Misk went to one. The deck got hurt a little bit, but Claudio is here to prove that the deck still works.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to see what you're playing. So, anything you want to say before we go into the deck profile?
Dino DNA, and have you read this card?
All right. I guess nothing has changed. All right. So yeah, take us through your deck.
Yes, so we'll go to the main deck first.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we have three Oviraptor, it's like Stratos and Armageddonite, and you know what those cards are. We have the one Gen Rex for the combo, one Petit Pteranodon, and three Baby Ceratosaurus. Some people like to cut this to two, but I like playing three because there are instances where you actually want to draw one.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have Misk or Archosaur, which is the next card, this is actually combo. So in the grind game, you need one extra Babysaurus as well.
All right.
Then we have two of the biggest guy ever. Um, you all know and you all hate it.
Yeah. I definitely hate it, but yeah.
And he can actually attack over a Dragoon, which is really
Ooh,
cool.
nice.
And the one Pancratops, a lot of Dino players cut this card from the main deck and put it in the side. Because if you draw it, it's kind of a brick. I can understand that, but I actually want to have him in the main in the case that I go second.
Yeah.
You can always get him out with Pill. You can search him with Oviraptor. It's a really good card. You can side it out in the next games if you know you go first, so that you have combo easier.
Yeah.
And of course, the one card, the Misk.
The
This is the
lonely
God
Misk.
card. This wins us the game, and us Dino players have actually come up with ways to recycle him, which is pretty
Okay.
cool.
Gonna look forward
Then
to
we
that.
play the Scrap Engine,
All right.
Scrap Raptor. He's a dinosaur, he's level 4, he's a tuner, and he destroys the card. Konami, what were you thinking?
So one of the best cards I've ever read, honestly.
Yes, it's like it was made for scrap cards, but he's a
It's not
dinosaur
a
for
it's not a
whatever
scrap
reason.
card, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This card is a scrap card, but secretly also a dinosaur card. So he can search this, you get an extra normal sum, he can revive the raptor, and you can actually go into Xyz with it, or into Y1, which I will show later.
Nice.
I only play this, not the fridge, because the fridge is actually completely useless and only bricks.
Okay.
Yeah. That's for the main engine monsters. As you can see, we're playing some hand traps. 3 Ash. I thought about replacing this with the Droll, but it felt kind of bad. And every time I had Droll in the main, I thought, man, why isn't this an Ash? So I play Ash. The Gamma package. This card has been dropped from a lot of Dino lists because they say, oh, we have Misk Baby not as easily anymore, but everyone plays roles in the side. You sometimes lose to a single Ash, and if you have Gamma, it's just a complete blowout. You can go into Omega, you can make Lambda, and can even make a Savage with this, so it's insane, and I will keep playing it.
Yeah, I can imagine that the deck is
Yeah.
pretty fragile now with
And
only one Misk, so using Gamma
yes.
to protect that is insane.
Gamma is also a really powerful hand trap anyway when you're going second,
True
so
that.
it doesn't really hurt playing it. And the driver is a normal monster. Who would have thought?
Also comes up.
Yes. 3 Fossil Lake, no big shocker. 3 Lost World. Lost World and Scrap Raptor is actually full combo. or
All right.
one of the combos this deck can make. So we play 3 and 3. I don't play terraforming because I think that's a bit too much Lost World because it doesn't do anything alone. And yeah, it loses to draw as well. The 2 pill, play 2 pill because if you draw one, you can't do combo. Arcoso has to add to destroy. So, I mean, it's the other way around, but you still know what I mean. 3 prosperity, this kind of fills the hole of the missing misc. You can get whatever you need for your combo. You can also get a hand trap after the combo if you really want to. And then called by and instant fusion for more anti-hand trap cards.
All right. Solid.
Yes. And stream permanence for
All
another
right.
hand trap.
So that's 40 cards or
It's 41 main.
41. All right. Looks solid.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to go to the extra?
Yeah, extra, please.
Okay. So we have the Scrap Wyvern. You can go into it in the combo, and it's actually quite funny because he destroys the cards on the field, and you give your
So
opponent a token.
so much incidental synergy. It's
Yeah,
bizarre.
it's so funny that you can randomly destroy cards. I play Appaloosa. Usually what I do is summon 2 monsters, go into Appaloosa with those 2 monsters into the Scrap Wyvern, and then I usually have Savage, which is equipped with this.
Nice.
Yeah. So the Linkuribo seems to be kind of standard, but you can actually play Almirage instead, which will do a pretty same thing. Almirage has the ability to turn your normal sum baby into a live pill, which is something that could come up. I've decided with Linkuribo. It's just personal preference, I guess, and the Secure Garden, of course.
All right.
So we played the Lambda. It's always funny to be able to gamma your opponent multiple times. If you gamma your opponent, you can actually destroy the driver with a conductor, which could trigger either Lost World or send it to the grave for a later gamma. And you can also search another gamma, which is really, really funny. Like you can gamma your opponent multiple times. Two nightmares. I think I summoned Phoenix twice, and I always banished Unicorn with the prosperity, so this can be actually anything.
Okay.
I didn't have an access code, so this could be an access code. Omega. I know Team Sam swears on this card. It's the best card. It recycles mist. It's okay. It's neat. I usually go into Omega with the Gamma and the Driver to rip another card from my opponent to hope to hit a hand trap. It's a fun card, and it can recycle the mist. It can come up. Then we have Savage. Who would have thought that this deck can one day play Savage
Yeah.
and have an extra negate? And the one Millennium Eyes for hand traps and instant fusion. Usually I banished this with Prosperity if I didn't
Yeah.
open instant fusion.
Yeah, that's kind of the rule, right? It's just a prosperity target in case you don't draw that.
Exactly. Then more cards that people know and hate. They are just too strong in this deck. Lagia and Dolka. What I usually make is a Palooza for 3 and the Lagia and the Game or a Savage if I have the tuner.
Nice.
Tornado, it's cool. Dweller wins the Drytron matchup. And the biggest spice of this deck is Bujinki Amaterasu,
All right.
which I do make in the combo. It can special summon the Misk from the Banish Zone,
Nice.
which is really neat. I always make this, and depending on how the combo developed, you can either leave it on the field and get a hand trap or a baby or something during the opponent's turn to your hand, or just link it off, And
All right.
it
Yeah, I can
seems,
see it work.
yeah, it actually works quite well. It seems like kind of costly because it requires 3 level 4 monsters, but like it special summons 1, and this turns it pretty much into a rank 2 material rank 4, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. It's also just follow up for the next turn,
Yeah,
like having the risk
exactly.
back.
It's really good, and people are really, really frustrated to see another misc.
True. All right.
Then for the side deck, you probably have seen Speed Roll. It stops the Drytron matchup. It can be neat versus other matchups. And one turn is exactly what this deck needs, actually. To Bell. Bell was kind of a flex spot. I had 2 spots free, so I just put it in. It's
Okay.
neat versus various miscellaneous matchups, get the joke, haha. And
Jesus. All right.
it can hit Drytron. It's a good game versus Sky Striker, and because you can negate the Shark Cannon, you can negate the Ray, the Kagari, so they don't get back the engage. It's yeah, it can come up. The Red Reboot, Miss can protect from negating a summon, so we need to play this and just eradicate it. Then 2-twin. I've heard people say play MSC instead because this deck can't afford to discard, which I don't believe you can discard in this deck. This deck has various 2-card combos. We have 3 cards to work with. One is the twin, one is the discard, and it's always going to be the driver that you discard.
Oh yeah, fair.
3 Lightning Storm. Shoutouts to Konami for reprinting this in King's Court. I was lucky enough to get the reprint.
Nice.
It just an insane card versus multiple matchups. You can destroy Appaloosa with Tri Brigade or the back row if they don't have Appaloosa, which is really nice, or you have some way to out it. Back row decks are no problem anymore with Misk and this card. They have no chance. And then I was thinking about adding more going second cards, but I thought this was enough. So I played 3 Judgments and the Order just to protect my board if I established it. And this card is just too stupid. I lost 2 games just because I had a spell land and got ordered.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, those cards are pretty solid in
Yeah,
just combo decks having the extra reinforcement and
yeah, exactly.
like not
It's
getting
like,
Dark Ruler and sacked in some weird way is pretty
yeah,
nice.
Dark
So,
Roulette or Droplet. Those are cards that just lose you the game.
exactly. All right. Well, top 32 with Dinos sadly not made it into the top 16,
Yeah,
but I mean, you
I
tried.
I tried, yes. I was a bit tired during my top 32 match. I made a few mistakes, which
Uh,
ultimately cost me the game. But
I mean,
hey, if I made a mistake, he was a better player, so he deserved to win.
you must be tired from carrying all the other Dino players on your back, so that
Exactly.
kind of makes sense. All right, cool. Anything else you want to say before we end the deck profile?
Yes, thank you to my team, especially to Friedrich, because we tested the Tri-Brigade matchup, and which really helped me with that deck. And course, the other guys. Shoutouts to the Dino Discord. I usually don't really type in there, but I read what the people say, and that's where I got the Amaterasu, the Instant
Nice.
Fusion, and the stuff. Yeah.
All right, Dino community pulling through as always. Yeah, if you want to check out the Klaudjo's team, go check the link in the description, and we will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for your deck profile.
Thank you.